Brazl, 1985, Terry Gilliam's post-Monty Python career has seen him develop his unorthodox style, resulting in several movies that only he could ever have made. While these aren't all universally popular, Brazil is one of his hits that has come to be recognized as a shining work of genius. It maintains some of the surreal humor of Monty Python, but it's also more coherent, much darker, and it has more to say. Brazil's absurd bureaucracy gives Gilliam an opportunity to present a darkly satirical assessment of modern life, as well as a grim portent of a potential future. He conjures a blinding array of confronting, nonsensical images and thrusts them in front of his audience's faces, but it amounts to more than mere provocation. The key to making it authentic is Jonathan Pryce's everyman performance, which offers a way into such a bewildering world. Alien, 1979. Alien has had a powerful impact on the sci-fi genre for decades. Its outline has been traced countless times, often by the Alien franchise itself, but it has never been beaten. Ridley Scott's haunted house movie in outer space takes elements of the slasher genre and repurposes them for its bleak dystopia. After all, the true monster in Alien isn't the xenomorph itself, but the faceless corporation that sends its employees on suicide missions. Alien created a legendary movie monster, but the xenomorph still isn't as important as Ripley. She is the beating heart which makes Alien more compelling than the vast majority of horror movies. Sigourney Weaver and Ridley Scott give her plenty of relatable character details that make her someone worth rooting for on board. The Nostromo. Blade Runner, 1982. 3 years after Alien, Ridley Scott delivered another undisputed sci-fi classic, although Blade Runner is a much different prospect. Some elements of Blade Runner seem similar to Alien, such as the bleak color palette of the dystopian future, but it puts a spin on the neo-noir genre rather than horror movies. Blade Runner is a detective story about a man forced into a dangerous mont. Film noir often focuses on the blurred line between heroes and villains, with detectives and outlaws often being similarly immoral characters who are simply divided by the arbitrary battle lines of the law. Blade Runner takes this one step further as Deckard faces the mystery of whether he is really human or not. The best sci-fi movies have always been about the big questions, and Blade Runner examines what it means to be human in a society that snuffs out individuality. Arrival, 2016. Arrival is based on Ted Chiang's award-winning short story of your life, and it's a masterclass in adaptation. Arrival expands on the key points of Chiang's thought-provoking story, as well as adding in some intelligent touches that could only be achieved through the medium of film. Denis Villeneuve has established himself as one of the best directors working in sci-fi in the 21st century. Arrival could be his greatest gift to the genre. Arrival's nonlinear structure reinforces the movie's dissection of the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, which asserts that language can affect the way people perceive and understand the world around them. It takes this idea to illogical extremes, but this turns out to be the most interesting way to interrogate the confines of human languages. Arrival's alien and ship designs are completely unique, which adds to the unnerving feeling of otherness. Everything Everywhere All at Once, 2022. Sci-fi movies don't often win Best Picture, but Everything Everywhere All at Once is deserving of the honor. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert's surreal multiverse adventure draws from a broad variety of influences, but it still has plenty of original ideas mixed in with its loving homages. The breathless procession of surreal imagery works so well because it's linked to the deeper meaning of Everywhere Everything All at Once. The random chaos isn't just the movie's sense of humor, it's the basis of its entire philosophy. The Daniels offer a kind of optimistic nihilism in which there are infinite possibilities branching off from every point forever. But the only thing that matters is human connection.